Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here, and continuing Superman and Batman movie reviews. Now jumping into the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. Now here's my review of Batman Begins. Yeah, so, yeah, this is a really good movie. Yeah, a lot of people really do praise the Christopher Nolan Batman trilogy. I mean, yeah, calling them great films, and yes, they are great films. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, then yeah, I really do like this one a lot. Yeah, it is really good. I do like what it does. I do like how it actually does kind of like show some of Bruce Wayne's childhood, and yeah, I do like how this is actually an actual Batman origin story. Yeah, in the Tim Burton films, we didn't really ever get an origin story of why Bruce Wayne did become Batman. I mean, we did like we do get a little bit of backstory throughout the movies. Like we do see his parents get murdered, of course, in the first movie, and yeah, Bruce does say kind of a little bit on how he became Batman and Batman Forever. But yeah, here they actually like really do show like his origins of why he became Batman and yeah, how he did. And I really just do like how really basically the first hour of this movie it just like slowly builds up him actually becoming Batman. Yeah, I really do like that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is done really well, and yeah, and also there there are some like good characters in the movie. Yeah, I do like Michael Caine as Alfred and Gary Oldman as well. In this movie, he's Sergeant Gordon. Yeah, though I do like Pat Hingle and Michael Goff in the roles more. I don't know. I mean, it's probably because like I've seen, I saw Michael Caine and Gary Oldman in like movies before this. Like, of course, Michael Caine was in third Austin Powers movie, and yeah, I've seen him in some other stuff too. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, Gary Oldman. I saw him in the Harry Potter movies, A Sirius Black. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because of the stuff that I've seen them in before, or just kind of like not really strange, just kind of odd. This, well, no, I shouldn't say that either. Just yeah, I don't know. Just like I didn't really like take them in the roles as much as I did like Michael Goff and Pat Hingle. I think they were a lot more realistic in terms of their roles. Yeah, I did buy Michael Goff as Alfred in the Tim Burton films more as a butler than I really do Michael Caine. And yeah, I really did think Pat Hingle was more realistic as a police commissioner than Gary Oldman really is. Yeah, but it doesn't really say that bad. I mean, I still do like Michael Caine and Gary Oldman in these roles. Yeah, they do get a lot more involved here than like Alfred and Commissioner Gordon do in the Burton Schumacher films. Yeah, I mean yeah. So yeah, they are I'd say kind of better developed in terms of their involvement in these movies. But yeah, I just feel like Pat Hinkle and Michael Goff are more realistic in the roles. Yeah. And there's also like Christian Bale. I mean, yeah, he's really good as Bruce Wayne. I mean, I really do like him as Bruce Wayne, but he's really not that great of a Batman. Yeah, I mean, everybody has complained about his voice. Yeah, I mean, yeah, his Batman voice is stupid. Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah, and I just didn't really like his suit. Didn't really look like very Batman style esque. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. This just kind of looks like too bulky or something. Yeah, I mean, like Nostalgia Critic said, I mean, this he looks more just like somebody dressing up as Batman than he does Batman himself. I don't know. I mean, Michael Keaton's costume was like just perfect as Batman. I mean, and yeah, I mean, he actually did look like Batman. Where just Christian Bale just looks kind of off in the costume. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, Christian Bale is still really good as Bruce Wayne. Yeah, yeah, and also have Liam Neeson in the movie as like Ra's al Ghul. Yeah, yeah, there were some people that were like asking why I didn't put him in the list I made of the rank when I ranked the Batman movie villains. Oh, I don't know. I mean, he was good, but I don't know. I just felt like really he wasn't really in this movie really enough to really be considered a main villain. I mean, he didn't really like wasn't revealed as an actual villain and do like anything villainous until like the last 30 minutes of the movie. I don't know. I mean, I just really didn't think he's really in it enough to really be considered a main villain for this movie. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah, I really do consider the Scarecrow to be the main villain of this movie. And yeah, I've said before, the Scarecrow, I really do like the Scarecrow in this movie a lot. I mean, he's just really great. I mean, I do like what Scarecrow does. I mean, he really does do a lot of like clever things, and yeah, just makes people hallucinate. Yeah, I just really feel he's a lot uh, uh, really creative, and he's real clever. There, yeah, I mean, I do really like the Scarecrow in this movie, and and Katie Holmes also in this movie as Rachel LaBaz. Yeah, yeah, while she does look pretty young in this movie, I mean, I still think she does just fine. Yeah, I mean, like this nostalgia critic said that she kind of just looks like a young teenager. Yeah, she does look pretty young, kind of similar to what I said about Superman and Lois Lane in Superman Returns. But yeah, she still does just fine, I'd say. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think a lot of the cast in this movie do really good, and yeah, the characters are really interesting. Yeah, and also of course have Morgan Freeman as Lucius Fox. Yeah, I mean, he's Morgan Freeman. I mean, enough said right there. Yeah, it is really good, and yeah, a lot of the and the movie is really action packed, just like all three of these Christopher Nolan films are. I mean, they're real action packed. I mean, yeah, they are really good, and yeah, this is really good. Although, yeah, I can't really say I really think it is as good as like the two Tim Burton films. Yeah, I mean, while this is really good, I don't know. I enjoyed the Tim Burton ones kind of more than this. Yeah, but yeah, this is still really good. Yeah, I would probably say this is kind of like probably right underneath Batman Returns. I'd probably say this is maybe the fourth best Batman movie, but yeah, it's really close. Almost between like this and Batman Returns. Enjoyed Batman Returns just a little bit more than this one. Yeah, but yeah, this is still really, really good movie. I give it 3.5 stars out of 4. Yeah, is really good, action packed, and yeah, these are a lot more dark than the other Batman movies. Yeah, and they treat themselves like they they treat the movie like yeah, they're taken a lot more seriously here than they are in the other ones. Yeah, like I said before, how the Tim Burton ones could be kind of over the top at times. Yeah, this is like really like dark, and yeah, it treats itself really seriously. Yeah, all three of the Christopher Nolan Batman films really do treat themselves a lot more seriously than the Tim Burton and especially Joel Schumacher films did. So yeah, that's another like good thing about this. But yeah, really really good movie. So yeah, let me just get right into it. Yeah. So the movie opens with uh, Bruce Wayne as a child with Rachel Dawes, and then yeah, then Bruce falls down a real dry well, and then he gets attacked by a swarm of bats. And as Rachel goes to get help, then it like cuts into the future. I'm not sure if it's like a vision or if it actually does like is actually part of what happens when Bruce Wayne grows up. Yeah, it shows him like kind of in a jail and is fighting some other prisoners or something. Yeah, then he comes across Henry Henry Ducard, as he's calling himself now. Yeah, he's like not revealing. He doesn't reveal himself as Ra's al Ghul here. Yeah, he's just saying that Ra's al Ghul, like he's actually came from Ra's al Ghul, and yeah, and he's just like telling Bruce that he would train him to be a member of the League of Shadows, which is an organization of injustice this, and yeah, their leader Ra's al Ghul is feared by the criminal underworld. World, yeah. And then yeah, it then later on shows Bruce like he arrives at Alada Key. Is that the way to pronounce it? Yeah, it's like Lada Key. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah. And yeah, it shows him coming up to the supposed Ra's al Ghul. Then yeah, it shows Deckard there with some of the other League members, and yeah, they start to attack Bruce, and then it cuts back to Bruce in the well, and he gets saved by his father. Or yeah, yeah, and then later tonight, it shows Bruce and his parents at an opera, and then Bruce gets frightened when he sees a masquerade of bats in the performance, and he wants to leave, and yeah, then Bruce and his parents do leave. And then there's a mugger Joe Chill, he'll like trying to rob Bruce's parents, and yeah, then he ends up killing both of them, and yeah, and yeah. I do also like in this film how it's not really the Joker that actually does kill Bruce's parents. It's a completely different person. Yeah, I do like how they don't like do things exactly like the Tim Burton films do. I like how it does like try to how it does things differently. Yeah, it's not like you don't like do it completely like the other series. Yeah, I do like how they actually do try changing things around. Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, it shows Chill murdering Bruce's parents, and then yeah, then and later on, then and Sergeant Gordon tells Bruce that Chill was captured, and then yeah, Bruce has ended up raised by Alfred, the butler. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, it shows more of Bruce being trained by Henry to be a member of the League of Shadows. Yeah, yeah. Then Bruce comes back to Gotham for a court session for Chill to determine whether he'll be released from prison. Isn't yeah, and it's been 14 years since he's been in prison. Yeah, yeah. And then in court it shows that Chill will be released because he testified against the Gotham City mafia boss Carmine Falcone. Yeah, I think that's how you say it, Falcone. Yeah, and yeah, Bruce wasn't happy about it, so he left the courtroom. And then yeah, his intention was actually to kill Chill himself for revenge. And yeah, he had a gun on him. And as Chill was leaving the courtroom, it turned out that one of Falcone's assassins managed to kill Chill before Bruce could. Yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, Bruce is like reconnected with Rachel. Yeah. Well, yeah, and then she then sees that Bruce had the gun on him. And then, yeah, she just then berated him and told him that his father would be ashamed of him. Yeah. And Bruce later on then confronted Falcone. Yeah. And then he was telling Bruce that being feared would be real power. Yeah. Yeah, and then later on, Bruce returned to Latakia. Latakia, yeah. And he eventually completed his training of purging his fears. Yeah, because, yeah, Deckard tested him with some bats to purge his fears, and yeah, Bruce ended up like purging the fear of bats, and yeah, and then he ended up complete the training. But yeah, Bruce then learned that the League of Shadows was actually intent on destroying Gotham, um, by believing it to be, and yeah, and then yeah, Bruce believed the League to be corrupt and beyond saving. Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, Bruce then rejected the League, and then he just burnt down the League's temple. Well, yeah, and yeah, yeah, and the supposed Ra's al Ghul was killed by falling debris, but Bruce was able to escape with Ducard unconscious. And yeah, he recovered him too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Bruce eventually returned to Gotham. Yeah, and then yeah, he then started to set up his base in the caves he fell in beneath the Wayne Manor, and yeah, then it just showed a, a swarm of bats flying around the cave. Yeah, and then yeah, Bruce then took interest into his family's company, Wayne Enterprises. Yeah, yeah, and it was run by William Earl at this point, who was kind of unscrupulous. Yeah, yeah, and then Bruce came to the archivist of the company, Lucius Fox, who's played by Morgan Freeman. Yeah, and yeah, Fox gave Bruce access to the defense technologies. Yeah, and yeah, it included like the protective bodysuit. Yeah, yeah, and then it like showed Bruce starting to make the Batman costume, and yeah, he also made the bat symbol, and then later on, Fox also gave Bruce the Tumbler, which was a really heavily armed car. Yeah, 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 yeah. And then later on, there was like a drug shipment that was being attempted by some guys that were working for Falcone. Yeah. And then, like, it showed like Batman just zooming around, but we didn't actually see him. And then we finally got the big reveal of Batman. And then he stopped, and he intercepted the drug shipment. Yeah. No, yeah. Also, like, earlier on, when Bruce was, like, confronting in Falcone, he, like, swapped jackets with a homeless guy. And during this part where he was intercepting the drug shipment as Batman, he saw the guy and it was just like, nice coat. Yeah. Yeah. And then Rachel then saw a Batman first time. Yeah, she tried to tase him, but like his body armor prevented himself from being tased. Yeah. And then yeah, he provided Rachel with some evidence against Falcone. Yeah, and then yeah, he like then and turned Falcone over to the police. Yeah, yeah, and in this one, like Sergeant Gordon, and he actually does like actually find Batman as actual help. Yeah, like whereas it like in the first Tim Burton film, he was like Batman was just like a vigilante, and Commissioner Gordon was like actually trying to find and capture him. Yeah, here he actually did find Batman. Actually, he did believe Batman was actually trying to help the city. Yeah. So yeah, I did like how Commissioner Gordon actually had more trust in Batman here. Well, Sergeant Gordon. Yeah. Yeah. And then we saw Dr. Jonathan Crane, and he was talking to Falcone. Yeah. And then Falcone threatened Dr. Crane, and by revealing his illicit activities if he doesn't declare him mentally unfit for trial. And then that's when Crane got out his scarecrow mask and he used like a type of hallucinating gas to just convince others that Falcone went mentally insane. Yeah, and he then had him transferred over to Arkham Asylum. And that was the big reveal of the Scarecrow. Yeah, well, the first appearance of the Scarecrow, anyway, yeah. And later on, Batman was trying to investigate more about the Scarecrow, and yeah, he was able to take out a couple of Scarecrow's goons, but then the Scarecrow caught Batman, and then he then gave him the hallucinating gas, and then yeah, Batman tried escaping, but then he was just incapacitated. But then Alfred then that ended up saving him. Yeah, and then the next morning, Alfred then gave Bruce an antidote for the gas that Fox had actually made himself. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and then later on, like Rachel started to accuse Dr. Crane of corruption since Falcone had never actually acted mentally insane before. Yeah, and yeah, Dr. Crane then ended up revealing to Rachel that he's actually pouring his like hallucinating drug into Gotham's water supply, and then he doused Rachel with it. It and yeah, it caused her to kind of like go out for a bit. Yeah, and then yeah, Batman ended up saving her, and he ended up subduing Dr. Crane. And yeah, and yeah, and yeah, he gassed Dr. Crane with the gas, and then yeah, he asked Batman. He asked Doctor Batman asked Dr. Crane who he's working for, and yeah, then Dr. Crane claimed to be working for Ra's al Ghul, and yeah, then the police then started to give chase to Batman. Yeah, and then Batman led the police on a wild chase in the Tumbler, and then he was able to evade them and grab Rachel to safety with the help of Sergeant Gordon. Yeah, and yeah, and yeah, he ended up giving Rachel the antidote, and he ended up giving her a vial, well, for Gordon and also one for some mass production. Yeah, and then during Bruce Wayne's 30th birthday celebration at Wayne Manor, Ducard ended up appearing there, and then he revealed himself to be the real Ra's al Ghul. And yeah, Bruce realized that Dr. Crane was telling the truth, that he did work for him. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, and Ra's al Ghul told Bruce his plan and to destroy Gotham. Yeah, he stole a microwave emitter from Wayne Enterprises, and his plan was to vaporize Gotham's water supply. And yeah, he was using Crane's drug to render it airborne and cause hysteria to destroy the city. And yeah, he ended up setting Wayne Manor on fire, and yeah, he knocked Bruce out and left him for dead. But yeah, Alfred once again rescued Bruce, so yeah, yeah, Alfred, he, like I said, he gets a lot more involved in this film, and yeah, he's not just like a butler. He seems like he's actually like one of, like he's wanting to help Bruce Wayne and Batman a lot more. Or yeah, and yeah, then later on, like there was a kid that was lost. Yeah, Rachel was trying to help him, but then the Scarecrow then and appeared again after like escaping from Arkham Asylum. Yeah, and yeah, he was like making the boy and Rachel kind of hallucinate some more, but then Rachel was able to taser him in the face and drive him off. Yeah, and yeah, Roz then like loaded the emitter in onto the monorail system in Gotham. Yeah, and then yeah, he started releasing the drug like as the train was traveling toward the central water source of the city. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, Batman wound up rescuing Rachel, Wolf, and the boy. And yeah, he then like kind of indirectly revealed his identity to Rachel. Yeah, yeah, Rachel kind of figured out who he was. Yeah, and then yeah, then Batman gave pursuit to Ra's was on the monorail, and yeah, they got into a battle, but then yeah, Batman gave if Sergeant Gordon kind of like some the control of the tumbler, yeah, and then Batman was able to overpower Roz as Sergeant Gordon, sorry, used the cannon for the tumbler to destroy part of the track, and then Batman says he doesn't have to kill Roz, but he doesn't have to save him either. So Batman fled from the train, and then he left Roz on it as the train fell off the tracks as it crashed and exploded. Yeah, yeah. And then later on like Rachel tells Bruce that she really cannot be with him while he's Batman for just some reason. Because he's gained her respect but lost her love. And now, and then Bruce ended up buying control over Wayne Enterprises and firing Earl, and giving Fox his job now. And then Gordon was promoted to the lieutenant of the Gotham Police as he showed Batman the new bat signal. And the movie ended with Gordon like showing Batman some Joker cards that have been left at crime scenes by a certain criminal. And Batman says that he'll look into it, and tells Commissioner Gordon he'll never need to thank him. And then this would carry over to the next movie. So that's how the movie ended. So 3.5 stars out of 4. Really, really, really good movie, and this is and like I said, I really do like the direction of this movie. I do like how it's a real origin story, and I like how it slowly builds up. And I do like a lot of the characters. It is a really, really good movie. All right, so that does it for my review of Batman Begins. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.